Hello, it's Mac here, and today I'm talking about the event that's going on in GT Online for the next 2 weeks in GT Online, as well as a new bike in GT Online and a new adversary mode. So I'm going to be talking about all this that has been added into GT Online today. And so Rockstar did put out a post on their newswire. If you want to go check out the full post, there will be a link in the description. But I'm going to be talking about the main stuff that has been added to GT Online today. So first off, there is a new bike in GT Online. This is the Pegassi FCR 1000. And this is actually a pretty cool looking bike. Now this is a Benny's bike, so you will be able to buy this off of the Benny's website, and you can take it into Benny's. I have not bought this thing. I may sometime in the future, but as of recording this video, I haven't bought it currently. And I'm guessing since it is a Benny's vehicle, then it will have lots of customization, which is quite nice. We saw a bike earlier whenever the actual import-export DLC came out in full. We also saw a Benny's bike. Now, that bike wasn't too popular, or at least I didn't see many people talking about that bike, but I'm sure lots of people will talk about this bike because it does look quite nice, and I'm not too sure how good it will be, around a track or anything like that. However, still a pretty cool looking bike. So that's the new vehicle. However, there will also be a new adversary mode in GT Online called Vehicle Vendetta. From what the Newswire post says, and from what I've seen, you are essentially in this deathmatch with power-ups, and you're driving vehicles, and I'm guessing your vehicles have weapons and stuff like that. And there's a lot of different power-ups. One of them, puts you into a rhino tank, and, there's all these other ones. It seems a lot like sort of Deadline mixed with power play. So it seems like more of a power play with all their power-ups and stuff, but more based around, vehicle mayhem and stuff like that. So I'm pretty interested in this adversary mode. Another thing is that this adversary mode will be double GT5 money and RP from now until January 17th. Now, I'm not too sure January 17th. Like, why is it January 17th? Because the actual event that's going on in GT Online, it'll be going on from January 3rd until January 16th. So I'm not sure why there's that extra day. But speaking of the event that's going on in GT Online with discounts and double GT5 money and all that, you do not want to miss out on the double money and RP and all the discounts in GT Online, because there's actually some huge sales, as well as a lot of money opportunities in GT Online. This is actually one of the best weeks, and it's not just one game mode in GT Online that has double money and RP, and that is amazing. So the double GT5 money and RP is, of course, like we just said, the Vehicle Vendetta adversary mode. But if you're not interested in that adversary mode and you play a lot of free roam, then there will also be 25% more money on vehicle export. So Rockstar has kind of done this in the past. On Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, they did this with 50% more money. And while, yes, this is only 25% more money, it's still very good. So if you have a warehouse in GT Online, then make sure you take advantage of this, because 25% more money will add up over time. It may not seem like a lot on your individual sales. However, especially whenever you start factoring collections and all that, you're going to be making a lot more money. And if you are still doing the vehicle exports and stuff, then definitely take advantage of these next 2 weeks. And this will be starting on January 3rd. Next up is that there will also be double GT5 money and RP on all Rockstar stunt races. So they say Rockstar stunt races. I'm guessing that they don't mean player-created stunt races, and I'm guessing it's only the actual Rockstar-created ones, which is kind of a disappointment because, to be honest, I've already played all of the Rockstar stunt races, and while most are very well crafted, I've got to say that I'm kind of a little bit bored of them because I've been playing them since the DLC came out. So, we'll have to wait and see how many people will still be playing these. Now, another thing is I'm not too sure if the premium race will be double GT5 money and RP. I don't think it will be. Honestly, I think $200,000 for a premium race is a tad bit extreme, so that's why I don't think Rockstar would do it, but it'd be amazing if they did. But don't get your hopes up, because I'm not too sure if that will even be the case. However, Rockstar stunt races can give you a bit of money, especially if you're good at races. I mean, if you're doing a lot of races and you're not getting in first place, they can't really get you that much money. But even then, if you love stunt races in GT Online, then you definitely want to take advantage of this double money and RP. However, just keep in mind that these are only on Rockstar created stunt races. Next up, there will also be a few discounts in GT Online. So there'll be 25% off special vehicle warehouse renovations and special cargo warehouses. So what they mean by this is that the actual special vehicle warehouses, for the import-export DLC, I don't think those will be 25% off. I think it's just customization on them, which isn't that great because there isn't much customization on them at all, really. And then there'll also be 25% off special cargo warehouses. So the ones from Finance and Felony, the crates and stuff, I guess those will be 25% off, which isn't too bad. You definitely take your pick if you only want to get the import-export, vehicle warehouses, or if you just want the special cargo warehouses. But 25% off, that's actually not too bad, because, I'd say the cheapest large warehouse is, I believe, 1.9 mil. So you're going to be saving a little bit of money there, which isn't too bad. Next up, there will be 50% off the grenade launcher. Don't think many people are going to take advantage of that, but still, it's there. There'll also be 25% off engine performance upgrade. So if you want to get a new car, then 25% off, that's not too bad. There'll also be 25% off body armor, ammo, throwables, and explosive weapon ammo. So not too bad there. Ammo is definitely something you spend a lot of money on, as well as 25% off all masks. And that's actually quite good because most masks are about $20,000. Some are a little bit cheaper, some of the older ones, but a lot of the DLC ones are like $20,000. So 25% off that is not too bad. And that's pretty much it. One final thing I want to say is that today's pretty much the final day of the snow for the year. We'll have to wait and see what they'll do next year, if anything at all, because, if Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out, we'll have to wait and see. By the time that this video gets up, there's only going to be a few hours left of snow in GTA Online. But anyways, leave me your thoughts on this in the comments. What are your thoughts on the new Adversary Mode or of the new bike, as well as these double money NRP events? Leave me your thoughts on that in the comments. Hope you enjoyed. Feedback is always appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next video.